All right. Good evening, everybody. So excited to see your beautiful faces on tonight. Normally, this is our Sunday night team huddle, but like I said, we moved these to Monday nights, and I am going to kick it off just like we always do. So if you're brand new, one of the things that I love absolutely most about our team huddles is that we start them with a prayer. So if that is your thing, please join me. If not, that's okay too. But we're going to kick it off with a prayer. Father, we come together tonight to thank you for the blessings already seen and those that we've yet to see. It is your desire for us to prosper in all that we do, individually and as a team. We speak forth promotions, business advancements, divine connections, and partnerships. Together, Lord, we stir up the same creative spirits that made the heavens and the earth to bring forth abundance and prosperity for the betterment of our families, our team, and our company. Lord, we give you the utmost glory and thank you for allowing us to be a blessing to so many. In Jesus' name, amen. All right, like I mentioned, we have a really, really exciting Zoom plan for tonight. You are going to hear from so many amazing leaders on our team. I'm so excited for you guys to hear from them. So, what we're going to be touching base on, I will touch base on in just a hot second. I'm going to have Chrissy go ahead if you want to hop on and give just an update on the host to post.
Absolutely. Happy Monday, you guys. I am so excited we're doing these on Monday nights. I just had to add that. It was nice to just have a low key Sunday night. So Monday, I absolutely love. Okay, so we did our first $200 drawing today. So I posted that in the team page. If you want access to that video, because you can use that to post it to your feed, to your story. If you want access to that video, reach out to your Diamond upline because they can save it from a message thread that they're a part of. So just reach out to your Diamond upline to get access to that video. Our next drawing will also be for $200. That's going to be the last day of the month, whether that's the 28th or 29th, however many days are in February, this 29th. I will never get that right. 28th, 29th, one of them. Last day of the month. Okay, just know that. That one's for $200. You guys, I am so proud of how many of you are participating this month. So we're going to have a pretty decent pot be able to roll over. So we had some money roll over from January that went into February. And then I'm laughing at somebody's Venmo that just came across here. And it totally made me lose my train of thought. Okay, so we had a lot roll over from January. February, we're going to be able to have a lot roll over into March. So you guys definitely keep utilizing this. This is a huge tool for your business. And again, just a reminder that whenever I do pick a winner, I do go through and check and make sure that person paid. That way we're not rewarding somebody's entry who didn't participate into the drawing. So if you're new, you don't need to worry about that. That's just for those that are not new, that you're participating and paying the $10. So $200 last day of February. And then before then, I'll give you kind of an update of what we're looking at for March. But I have a feeling we're going to have a really, really good pot for March too.
Super exciting. And again, Chrissy, thank you for taking over that and always picking those winners. So we all appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Now, let's talk about what is currently going on. All right. So we all got started in this business, and a lot of us didn't necessarily get started because we wanted to earn a bonus, but it was because we wanted to earn money, right? Like if you got started and wanted to earn money, drop a 1 in the chat. If the bonuses are always just like the cherry on top, right? Like they're not like the whole reason we go after it, but it's like the cherry on top. If you have earned a bonus, insert income disclosure statement right here. If you have earned a bonus in your It Works career, go ahead and drop that in the chat. Okay, I'm so excited to see all these bonuses come by. I have personally earned over $105,000 in bonuses. Chrissy just said 135,000, 35,000. So many amazing bonuses. And what's amazing is that every single one of you that are on here have the opportunity to earn a bonus on February 28th if you have not already hit Emerald. So whether you've been in for 5 years and haven't hit Emerald yet, or whether you're brand new, you can earn a $5,000 bonus by February 28th by promoting to Emerald. So we're going to talk all things Emerald and all things Ruby tonight, because 2 rubies make an emerald. All right. A couple of main points that I wanted to share as far as this go that you just kind of need to make sure that you have. You need to make sure that you have 6 brand new LCs, whether you are in 5 years or brand new. You need to make sure you have those 6 brand new LCs from January 1st on. Okay. That is going to be your first qualification. Your second qualification to earn you that $5,000 bonus is that you will just have to have a validation month. So right now we're in February. You promote to Emerald February 28th. Your validation month is going to be March, which simply just means that you're going to have to stick with Emerald for the month of March. You have to at least maintain Emerald to get that $5,000 bonus. That means you validated it. So if you are brand new and just signed up yesterday and you're on here and you're like, I don't even know what the heck she's talking about, you do not have to hit that by February 28th. What's awesome is you have 2 full calendar months to promote to Emerald. Okay. So you would have all of this month yet. You're going to have all of March, and you would just have to promote to Emerald by the end of April. Okay. So you have 2 full calendar months to go over that. If you have been in prior to January 1st, you have until February 28th. So just wanted to kind of clarify a couple of those things. Can you also get those 6 LCs in your validation month? Yes. If you are not brand new, you can validate, get those 6 loyal customers in your validation month. Yes. Great question. Okay. So we are going to provide you guys with some tips, some advice, what's working, motivation. So I hope you have your pens and papers ready, because you guys are going to hear from some awesome leaders. I'm so excited for this lineup tonight. Our first leader is Miss Lindsay Martin. If you wanted to unmute yourself and get the ball rolling.
Hello. Okay, I am Lindsay. I'm a double diamond. I'm doing something a little bit different than what I normally chat about, because I just felt like this, when we talk about promoting, I feel like so much of this is mindset and knowing, and we have a whole lot of people that are like, but how do I grow my team? How do I get distributors? I'm posting, I'm doing this. How do I get people to join me? And I feel like we always say excitement sells. It is all about your mindset. And I can truly tell you that if your mindset is that of a ruby leader or of an emerald leader or a diamond leader, or wherever it is that you want to be, if that is your mindset and you are saying, you know what, I'm going diamond. It doesn't have to be this month. I'm going diamond this year. If you say I'm going diamond this year, and every single day you show up like you're a diamond leader, you will get diamond by the time that you want to get diamond. And so I wanted to start off, if everybody can, and I will tell you that I 1000% felt so awkward the very first time somebody asked me to do this. So I am here like sweating and feeling awkward, because I know that this was awkward the first time I had to do it, but I wrote this up before we hopped on, and I want you guys to close your eyes and visualize, because this is not about me. As I read this to my sister, and she said, well, it sounds like you. And I said, more than 50% of these things don't even apply to me. You guys don't even know that. I want you to resonate with what you have here. So close your eyes and visualize, no peeking. I am truly my best self. I woke up today insanely happy and grateful to be alive and to get to live another beautiful day. I'm happy in my relationship with my significant other. We no longer have disagreements about money. We no longer have credit card debt. No more student loans. We aren't living paycheck to paycheck. We have enough money at the end of the month to put into savings. We have enough money at the end of the month to tithe and give back. I'm at my goal weight. I got out of bed today and looked in the mirror and am genuinely happy with who I saw. I am beautiful. I am beautiful inside and out. Thank you, God, for the blessings you've bestowed upon me. Thank you, God, for this life. I'm so happy that this tiny side hustle I started has blossomed into a place where I have found my inner joy, my inner boss. I had no idea how amazing of a leader I could be, but I love it. I get to watch my team succeed with me, and it's the most amazing feeling. I get to watch my team cut up credit cards, come home to their babies, and share the same passion that I have for health and wellness with their friends and families, and it brings me so much joy. Dear Lord, help me help more people like this each and every day. So, I have a couple of questions for you. And the first question is, do you believe that you're a leader? Because before you are going to show up as a leader, you need to show up like the leader that you want so that you can attract the girls on your team that you are going to lead. Start leading before you have someone to lead. Lead yourself. If you can't lead yourself, you can't lead others. Show up for yourself first. Every day, show up for yourself and for your business. Do you believe that you can achieve the goal that you set? If it's weight loss, I ask you to dive into our products and find the ones that you get you to where you want to be. Because if you don't believe these products will get you there, this might not be the company for you. And I say that with like so much genuine like heart for you, because there's so many companies out there, but you chose this one for a reason. So find the products that are going to work for you, because when you have that heart and that passion for our products, you will find the team that loves the products as much as you do, and you'll find the customers who do too. And do you believe, this is my final question and then I'll move on. Do you believe that God will provide for you if you have the faith and show up? We have others touching on consistency tonight, so I don't want to like fully get into that, but I urge you right now to grab a pen and paper, because the leaders that are coming right now are going to drop the most boss babe tips for you to hit all the promotions that you guys are wanting to get tonight. But you are going to have to show up for your team by showing up for you before you have that team, and you will get to every single promotion that you want to get to. You guys, I am done. I know we have so many people to chat, but I just want to tell you that this company and this business has changed my life. Not just the products, but the business, the team, the people, the money. So many amazing things have come from here, and I know it can happen for you too if you show up for yourself before you have a team to show up for. Take it away. Leash, if you're trying to talk, you're muted.
No, I was trying to like whisper to Ash. Ash.
Oh, was that my cue? Sorry, guys. I'm just going to preface this with, I'm not feeling great tonight. So I'm going to try to make it through this as fast as I can and drop the best content I possibly can, and then maybe dip out. I am not feeling great. So kind of along the lines of that, what Lindsay just said, which I love so much, is you have to focus also on yourself. And I know that sounds really like not, I'm very yellow and I like to focus on my team and I like to pour into them, and they're, you know, they're my heart. But the last couple of weeks, I've just kind of put myself on the back burner. And I think we can do that when we're trying to promote in this business and try to get to a goal. And I want this to be your reminder tonight to like, do not feel bad about putting yourself first. I'm a mom of 5. They've been home with me for 92 freaking days. There have been like so many snow days. Like, it's ridiculous, you guys. Like, what is going on in this world right now? I can't handle anymore. And I felt like I was losing a lot of myself. I put a huge goal out there for this month for myself, and I've been working closely with my team. And like I said, I just felt like I was just drowning. Okay. And the biggest tip I can give you is learn to adjust yourself in this business, whatever that may mean for you. For me, it was looking at this big picture, because I'm in this for the long run. This isn't about February. This isn't about March. This isn't about the spring. This is about like the next 7 years in this business. So what do I need to do today or this week to readjust my plan? Because life is coming at me really hard. I've got a lot of health issues going on. I'm not feeling great. My kids are crazy. Snow day, snow day, snow day, snow day. Adjust yourself. Figure it out. If you can't figure it out, come to one of us and we will help you. We are more than happy to help you. Come up with a game plan. It doesn't have to be this long list of to-dos, but doing something is better than nothing. So Anyway, long story short, I figured it out this week. I got my ish together. I'm really excited for the remainder of the month, and never count yourself out, you guys. You have so much time. 15 days is a long time. It really is. But also, it's for the long haul. So it's not just about the next 15 days. So
Feel better, Ash. Thank you for hopping on and sharing. All right, Miss Maria, you are up.
Okay, so tonight I am talking about consistency. All right. So your newsfeed, your timeline, your story, all of these things are your storefront. Okay. You have to open up your doors every day. Every day you have to open up your doors. All right. And so consistency is key. People have to see that they have to see something so many times before they finally decide to purchase from you, before they decide to join your team. So if you choose to not show up one day, that might be the day that they watch somebody else's story. That might be the day that they see somebody else's post that really spoke to them. You want them to think of you whenever they're ready to purchase, whenever they're ready to take that jump and join a team. Okay. So showing up every day. Think about all the people that you're missing out on when you only show up 2-3 days out of the week. That's huge. It's huge. And you don't realize it until you are consistent, until you're doing the things every freaking day. Then you realize, wow, what if I would have done this 6 or 7 days a week? Imagine what I would have signed then. Okay. So, okay, you guys all know this, being active in your stories, posting, make sure that you're sharing your lifestyle and it works, but also making sure that you're doing it in a way where, it works as more of like a commercial in your story, a commercial in your timeline. It's not everything that they see. When they go to your story, they're not just seeing you making your coffee, or they're not just seeing you throwing up an advertisement for a product. They're seeing you. Okay, so let's also talk about follow-up, because follow-up is huge in this business and a huge part of consistency as well. So between host to post, between me throwing up my polls every day on my stories, my posts, all of my conversations that I'm having, guys, get organized, get a binder, get a notebook, get something. So every time you have a conversation with somebody, whether it's about samples, about a product, about the business, like, I don't care, whatever it is, you need to write their name down. Okay. So this is like my running PLC list, my running PDT list. Okay. I've got like 3 pages. So these are the people, and my check marks on here, these are the people that have finally signed with me, whether they're a distributor or a loyal customer. Okay. So there's no reason that you do not have people to follow up with. Okay. That's the other thing I hear is, well, I don't have anyone to follow up with. Well, are you working your business? Are you consistent? Are you showing up every day? Are you having conversations? Okay. So I love pen and paper. I recommend pen and paper, and it makes follow-up so easy. You have their name right there. You can put Skinny Brew or SB, whatever you want to put next to their name. So that way, when you go and follow up, you know exactly what it is that you were talking about. It's super, super, super quick. Okay. Let's see. Do your tasks every day, even on the days where you don't want to. Do we all wake up and we want to work? Hell no, we don't. Some days you wake up and you don't want to do anything with your phone. But guess what? It's the days that you show up when you don't want to that really matter, because it shows that you have discipline, and discipline is freaking huge in this business. Okay. So, I mean, you guys are blowing up the chat and it's like distracting me. I can't look at it. Okay. Let's see. Okay. So how to stay consistent, create a schedule. You guys know what your day in and day out is like, right? All right. So it's time to plan. It's time to create a schedule, a routine. But the people that work full time, this is so imperative for you guys to be able to be successful, is to plan in advance, whether it's Sunday nights or the night before or something like that. Like, you need to plan ahead, create a routine, create a schedule for yourself. You don't have to be on your phone all day long to work this business, but you do need to have disciplined time, and you can do that if you plan. Okay. If you work your business like a hobby, it's going to pay you like a hobby. You just got to keep going and trust the process. Some people take off really quick, and some people, it takes a little bit of time, but they're consistent and they do end up getting that paycheck. If you want that life-changing paycheck, you have to keep going. You have to trust the process. You just have to keep showing up on all of the hard days. All right. Okay. So to piggyback off that, let's talk about your upline, because I know consistency can be hard, right? Especially if you don't know what you're doing, if you're not having conversations, if you're not having interaction on your post. What are you going to do? You're going to go to your upline. Your upline has all of the resources to help you. You have a lot of resources at your fingertips, but sometimes you need to talk to your upline. We want to help you. We want you to be successful, because if you win, we win. Okay. And our job is to train you, is to teach you how to be successful, but that doesn't all come from us. We don't always know what you guys need on, day in and day out, and that changes. So you guys have to come to us. You have to tell us what it is that you need, and we are more than happy to either point you in the right direction, help you with conversations, walk you through anything that you need. Okay. That's all that I had. That was it. So I'm done.
That was fire. I love it, Maria. All right, if you're already getting so much value, drop a 3 in the chat. I love it. I told you guys we had an awesome lineup tonight, and we are just getting started. All right, Miss Judd, you are up next, friend.
Okay, can you guys hear me? Okay, I don't know, the snow is doing something with my connection, so we'll see. All right, so I wanted to touch base a little bit on host to post and using that to boost your volume for promoting. So whenever you're promoting, they're talking about being consistent, and I'm kind of on the point where you're all boxed in, but you're like, but where's the volume? I don't have the volume. How am I going to get the volume? Because I've been there, and my solution would be host to post. And I was not a huge fan of host to post all along. I was the one who said they didn't work for me. And I gave up on them. And I just went back to them like at the beginning of quarantine, and I signed more customers than I have ever signed ever in this business. And it's all because of host to post. So I'm not going to go into the logistics of it, because you can go to YouTube and you can find the host to post training. If you look up host to post, it works. It's like the first thing that's going to pop up is the beginner's host to post thing. But I just want to tell you that if you think it doesn't work, or if you've tried it and it hasn't worked in the past, or if you used it in the past and it did work and then it quit working, just keep going, because I've had those lulls where I'm like, okay, I'm not getting the traction that I was getting in the past, but you have to push through that, because everyone's going through different things. So you're going to have points where you are getting tons of host to post up and signing customers like a crazy person from host to post. And there's going to be times where you put a host to post, like a giveaway up, and not many people comment on it, or a lot of people comment, but no one posts for you. And that's normal, but you have to keep doing the host to post, and it will come back. I promise you, it will come back. And it might not come back right away, but those people who posted for you are now watching, or the network that you're growing because you put the host to post up and didn't get any customers, they're now watching, or they're going to be asking whenever you ask them to put a host to post up about the business, they're going to come back and ask you about the business and join you. So even if it feels like it's not working at the time, just keep going, keep being consistent with it. And then whenever you are trying to look for that volume, if you have someone put up a post about the cleanse and you have a lot of people comment on theirs, you can turn just that cleanse order into a bigger volume order to help fill those spots, to help you promote too. So if they're wanting the cleanse, think about what logical product they're probably wanting to lose weight, so maybe add on the gummies or the TFX. Or if they're wanting to grow out their hair because of you posted a hair, skin, and nails thing, see if they want to also add in the collagen. And the wording I just use is like, I know you're interested in the cleanse. A lot of my customers like to add on the TFX to get even better results. Did you want to go ahead and do that? And then whenever you give them pricing as a bundle. I have 2 pricing options. Option 1 is, and then like put the total it would be for the cleanse and the TFX retail, or you can do the 90-day challenge and get this price and bundle them together so they see the difference in retail for both or loyal customer pricing for both. And it's just going to help you fill that box or help you get to the volume that you need to get to promote even faster. So that is my tip.
Perfect. Somebody did ask a question, and Allie asked, do you message for host to post, or are you just posting about the giveaways?
At the beginning, I did message for host to post, and how I would do it is I would go through my stories in the morning and I would comment on a lot of people's stories. Like I would, if they had a kid, I'd be like, oh, your kid is so cute, or recipes or whatever, just comment normal, nothing to do with the business stuff. Then whenever they come back later and say, thanks for saying my kid is cute or whatever, I would say, oh, you're so welcome. By the way, this is really random, but our team is doing a giveaway for whatever. In exchange for putting a post up, would you be willing to, or would you want to do that? Or, you can word it however you want. But it just opens the line of conversation. Then I got to the point where I wasn't having to message for them. I would put up a giveaway post and I was having like tons of comments, like more than I could even get through in a week. Then I got to a point where my giveaway posts weren't getting as many comments. So I went back doing what I was doing before, but I'm not changing anything other than that. Like I'm either commenting on stories and then asking them to post, or I'm putting up a giveaway post and I'm just doing whatever's working at that time.
Perfect. Yeah, I think it all just depends on your funnel. It all depends on the interaction that you're currently getting. Like if you're putting up a giveaway post after giveaway post and you're getting the same people comment over and over again, that's an indication that it's probably time for you to start messaging people and just tap into a new market. So awesome, Judd. Thank you so, so much. All right, we have Miss Liz. Let's see, where are you, friend? There you are. All right, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hey guys, I'm Liz. I'm a double diamond. I have been doing this for, oh my gosh, 2 years, almost 2 years now. But I started back, oh gosh, my phone just said it was about to die. Sorry. I started I actually did this first time like 7 years ago and didn't make $1 million in 2 months and said, screw this, I quit. I know, right? I was clueless, really had no idea. But I guess it just wasn't the right time for me. But what I really wanted to hop on here and say is, gosh, I have been through a lot in the last year. I'm really try hard not to cry, but fuck, I'm pregnant, so this sucks too. But life happens. My mom passed away in May, and I promoted to double diamond the month right before she passed away, and I was her caretaker. Like I stayed the night there. I have 4 kids and a husband, and I left them to stay the night there and care for her. And I still did the business. I mean, I stayed up at night. My shift was from 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. And that's when I did a lot of work. But after she passed away, I was like in shock. Like I was so hard on myself. And I didn't give myself grace. Instead of like being okay with maybe not, maybe grieving, I was mad that I was like, I lost some of my business and I kind of let that go. And I was so angry with myself. But I've been listening a lot and learning and taking the time to try to grieve and understand. And you guys, you can't have a testimony without a test. And you can't connect with people if you have this perfect life, and nobody has a perfect life. People connect with people because they're struggling in some area of their life in whatever fashion, whether that's with a spouse or the loss of a parent or a miscarriage or whatever. I have learned to try to talk about it a little more and connect with people, because I know there's a lot of people going through the same thing. So it's not like I'm trying to talk about it to grab business, but you have to be a person. You can't just be like a walking, like, I'm drinking my skinny tea, it works all the time. You know what I mean? Like, yes, you can do this, you involve it. It kind of has to mesh together and really like flow. And I think being really like a real person makes that work for people. So it's not like I'm using my mother's death as a way to connect or a way to get business, but I think it's important for people to understand that there are things going on in life, in everybody's life, and you can't just let that one thing define you. You have to show them, like, look, I'm going through a really tough time, and I did, but I can still do other things to make myself productive and happy and like still be me, So I just want you to not be afraid to like share a lot of things that can be hurting you, because you don't know like who you can connect with, who you might help, whether it's already somebody on your team or somebody that might join your team later. People want to know you're a real person. They want to connect with you on real levels. And I think for me, I had to give myself grace, and that was been really hard for me. But I think I'm learning like this testimony is something that you have to go through to like gain almost like I feel like almost a little bit like a new person. Like I'm growing up, I feel so crazy. I lost my mom at 34 and I felt like a child. Like, what am I going to do now? I don't know what to do anymore, but I'm kind of growing up, and I'm growing and gosh, I feel like I went on a really weird part there, but like, I just want you guys to know everyone goes through really crazy times in their lives, and don't be afraid to share it and work through it. Give yourself some grace and try to just think of the other people who you might help, who are going through the same thing and might be struggling really hard because they don't know how to get out of that valley that they're in, and connect with those people, because gosh dang it, it's helped me a whole lot. So I am going to stop crying and get back to my skinny tea.
You're amazing, Liz. Thank you so much for sharing. I just love you. And I know that definitely helped so many of us, because like you said, we all go through life. It's inevitable. There's going to be life that happens from now until the end of the month. And what's amazing about this business is that we can still squeeze it in. We can still, a lot of times it's our community, it's our tribe who pulls us through in those tough times. So you're here for a very, very good reason. So yes, thank you for sharing. Thank you for being vulnerable. And just know, guys, like our network, or the people that we know, they buy from people who they know, like, and trust. And we're able to create those likability, those connections by being ourselves and being vulnerable. So, all right, Miss Presley, you're up next.
Yay, I get to follow Liz, and she had me in tears. No, I love you, Liz. So I kind of like, I'm going to touch on that real quick too, because I feel like it is super important to talk about that we're all going to go through things. And I love the way you said it, Liz. You can't have a testimony without a test. And I think when we think about 2020, I think that everybody has been through hardships in 2020. I can't imagine losing a parent. I went through breast cancer. We lost my husband's dad and my granddad, and it was just like a lot. But I know the day after my granddad passed, and it was the day after I found out about cancer. It was all this week, actually, 1 year ago. I was doing my coffee video in tears, and I had so many people reach out to me, and I wasn't, same as Liz, I was not doing it because, I wanted to gain customers or distributors. I was doing it because my granddad knew what my goal was for the month, and that was to go diamond. And I just knew that he would be so disappointed to know that what was going on with him was stopping me from reaching my goal. So anyways, I'm going to move on before I get all teary-eyed again. And talk a little bit about network, because I think that that's what really helped me with my promotions. And I talk about this all the time, y'all. I feel like it's like I'm beating a dead horse, but I felt like it was something that was kind of holding me back for a bit, because I kind of went crazy adding people and wasn't really thoughtful about who I was adding initially. And I think it held me back for a little bit. But I did mention this on the new distributor call, and I like, seriously, I can't see myself. So hopefully y'all can see this. I have this on my fridge. It's literally like my network tracker. It's in front of me every single day. Like, do something like this to hold you accountable. Use like the daily business planner and mark off that you've added people to your network. A great way to do this is what Lauren said, through host to post. I mean, because those are warm leads. But also use like your 5 pillars and add that way, because those people are going to have common things in common with you as well. And I'm going to cut it short because I know we got a lot of other people to talk, but hopefully that helps.
That was perfect. Thank you so much. This is networking, not net wishing. So like Presley said, it's so important to grow that network. Love it. Love it. All right, Murph, you're up, friend.
Okay, so I'm gonna switch gears a lot. Like, I feel like there's been a lot of inspirational things, a lot of tactical things, like so much goodness coming from all angles. Here's what I think is the most important thing when you're going Ruby. If you're not yet Ruby yet, you might not have a lot of belief in this business yet. You might be saying, well, yeah, of course because you're on this side of things. I know this from personal experience. When I looked at that very first Ruby chart, I thought, number one, how the heck am I going to find 5 people to do this business with me? Because when I started, you needed 5 people to go Ruby, not 3. And I was like, there's no way that I can do this. This is so much volume. Like I literally laughed, like, this is insane. It overwhelmed me. But with every single mountain that you overcome, you literally you're like, oh man, I can't believe I thought that was so much. But then you look at that emerald chart and you're like, I don't know how I'm ever going to do this. And then you do it. And then you think, I have no idea how I'm going to do the diamond chart. And then you do it. And it's like, there's a reason we started Ruby, because everything in this business is building rubies. So what I wanted to show you guys, and some of you guys are going to laugh so much, but right here, this is a stack. I have a file cabinet and a whole file dedicated that says old charts. And this is my first Ruby chart that came in my starter kit when I started at Works. And I wrote how they did it was write down your 5 distributors, or your 5 distributors, and that's how you went Ruby, and then your first 4 loyal customers. And this was what I used. And then I filled it in every single time, but it's my roadmap, you guys, and I'm still like this. Okay, so there's some notes in here, and then here's my diamond chart. You see all these notes on it, all these papers, I didn't burn the edges and crinkle them to make you think that I used them more than I did. This is what you see. Here's a triple diamond chart, a double diamond chart, another double diamond chart, because how many times did I go double diamond? Look at this craziness. You see all these notes, and here's the back. And you guys, I keep these because this is my heart and soul. There's so much hard work that goes into every single chart. And I love looking back on the journey. I love looking back on something I thought I could never accomplish, and I did it. And it's so humbling to see what you did and who was a part of that. And it's really amazing because when I look at my Ruby chart, not one of these people is still in the business with me. 2 of them are still customers and have been customers for me for almost 6 years. They order every single month. But it's just really amazing to look at that. But you guys, I'm so passionate about the chart because it is your roadmap. You would not get in the car today and drive to California and not take a map or not use MapQuest on your phone. Like you would never get there. Do you know how long it would take you to get to California if you were just guessing and you never asked somebody for directions and you never looked at a map and you never turned on maps on your phone? That is exactly what charts are to this business. And so many people are just trying to go Ruby. Like, well, what do I need to do? Like, oh, I'll post. Okay, hopefully I'll get a few customers. Like, no, that's not a plan. That's not a strategy. That's not a roadmap for where you're going. You're going to get there a lot faster when you have this right in front of your face, or you have this right in front of your face. And you know, every time you get a customer, you mark it off on that chart and you mark down the volume. So you start it with 400 and then you get that customer for 100 BV and you mark it down and you cross out the 400 and you write 300. You literally just chip little by little bit away. And it's so motivating and it's so exciting. So if you're on my team, and you've ever gotten a text from me that says, send me your chart with projected volumes, put a 2 in the box. I already know your chart. Newsflash, like I already know your chart because I'm doing my chart. And if you're on my team, you're on my chart. You know what I mean? I ask you guys this because I know how important it is for you to figure out your chart, for you to calculate your volumes, not for me to give it to you, not because then you don't learn anything. Then it's not your roadmap. Then it's like you have the piece of paper to MapQuest or whatever, if you don't know what MapQuest is, but you have the paper. Before you had your phone, you had to print off the directions, and then you're like, turn now, and everybody was like, oh, we missed the turn, you had to turn back around. Anyway, so if you have those papers like that, if your mom handed them to you, you started driving, you're like, oh crap, I don't know. But if you actually like did the work and you wrote down the directions, you knew exactly where you're going. And so I never write my team's charts. I have you guys write them. And I'm telling you guys, it's so, so important to get that chart out and know exactly what you're going for, because it's very motivating. And then also breaking it down. So for example, some of you are so close to Ruby. At any given time, I should be saying to you, like, okay, if you're trying to promote to Ruby or Emerald this month, drop a 2 in the box right now. Okay. If you're trying to promote to Ruby or Emerald this month. Okay. So this is a news flash for you, okay? I should be able to say right now, how much more volume do you need this month? And you should be able to give me a number. And I'm not saying that from like you're in trouble. It's you're not gonna hit it if you don't know where you need to be with only 10 days left in the month, or 13 days, whatever. 13 days left in the month, you should be able to say, I have projected at 1,800, I only need 200 more BV. Because then there's not all this anxiety and this crossing fingers of hoping that you get it. You can put a plan in place. And you guys, when you break down a plan, it is the best feeling in the world. So right now, if you have your Ruby, you get out your Ruby chart, you write those distributors' names in there. You know that this girl's good. Okay, she's over 400. Okay, this girl, she's at 900. She's killing it. She's probably going to promote to executive. And then you just have your third box of this. We like to call them derps on our team. Okay. The person who went on the missing persons list and never responded to us. Okay. Sorry if that's offensive. If you ever went MIA on me, I probably called you a derp in my head at one point. But anyway, so like in that box, maybe you have 0 volume and that person's not working. And you're like, I'm just so far off. I still need 400. Perfect. Let's sell a pick 3 or a pick 4. Chocolate greens, coffee, TFX, and gummies. I've been selling it like hotcakes, you guys. It's $138. I'm not really sure the BV on it, to be honest, because I'm just not good at that stuff till I see it in the system. But you write that down, and that's one order. You need 4 of those orders. So perfect. You need a 400 box to fill. You need 4 customers. If you truly dedicated and focused your stories, your energy, and your time towards doing host to post, stories, posting, all the things that you're supposed to be doing, do you think that you could get 4 customers on some sort of system with our business? I'm asking if you think that, put a 3 in the box. If you truly were intentional with your time, in the next 5 days, do you think you could sell at least 4 people some sort of system with it works if you did a combination of host to post, stories, and posting, and reaching out to old people and conversations that went blank? Okay, so you see the belief here. Everybody's putting 3s in the box. There you go. There's your 400 box, and boom, your Ruby. You guys, but that's the thing. Knowledge is power, and you have to know where you're going. These charts, I will never, ever get rid of. These give me the biggest giddy feeling in my belly because there's so many tears, and there's probably dried tears in these papers, you guys. Like, so many, there's a hole in this one from how many times I freaking erased. Okay. Like, it's heart and soul. You're going to be so proud of yourself when you hit Ruby. It is a lot of work. It is a lot of sweat and tears, but I was on a Zoom with Cami this morning, and I said to Cami, I said, when you know this life, there's no other option. When you get to this side, when you get beyond Ruby, when you get beyond Diamond, and this business literally changes your life, there's literally no other choice. So like you will figure it out. And I'm telling you right now, if you don't have strong belief and you're just trying to go Ruby and Emerald and you're not really sure, I'm telling you, push as hard as you can, because you are opening the floodgates to the other side of this really truly changing your life. And all you need to do to change your life is know how to go Ruby, because then every rank in this business is Ruby on Ruby on Ruby. What I mean by that is you go Ruby, you build 2 more rubies, you're Diamond. You build 2, 3 more rubies, you're double Diamond. Okay, that's all it is. So when you know Ruby and you've earned it and you did it by yourself, then you can be any rank in this business that you want to be. And those ranks are the ranks that change your life. So anyways, that's all I got for you.
Love it. Bringing the fire. She is so, so true, you guys. It starts right here. Okay. You gotta flip the switch. You have to believe that you are 110% capable. I'm telling you right now, you are capable. Okay. So flip the switch. Let's go Ruby. Let's go Emerald. We still have more fire coming at you right now. Chrissy, you're up. Chrissy, is she here? Are you here, Chris? She gone? Did she message me? Okay, she is MIA. So, Ravan, you're up next.
Hi, guys. I'm really dark. I'm in the car. At least it stopped raining, so hopefully you can hear me and it's not weird sound. But this has been so good. And I originally had things that I thought I was going to talk about, but we have so many incredible leaders that have touched on some of those things. So are you guys getting weird sound feedback? Because I'm getting weird. Okay, good. What I want to talk to you guys about now, I want to carry over just a little bit of what Murphy was talking about, and the difference between those who go Ruby versus those who want to go Ruby. Because the reality is everyone who joins our business wants to go Ruby. That's the truth. You're never going to meet someone who's like, no, thanks. I don't want to make an extra $500 a month for my phone. I'm good. That's a lie, right? Everyone wants to go Ruby. So it's not that the ones who actually do it have different products or different, business opportunity or different time, right? They have 24 hours in their day too. The difference is that they've taken the same information that is available to you, the same training, the same skill set, and they have looked at this list or these KPIs or these Zooms or conversations with their uplines, post to post, building their network, all of these things that everyone prior to me have talked about. And they have identified these things as a must. These are must. And then there's the people who want to go Ruby. They occasionally get on the calls. They may or may not have a chart. Maybe they have a chart and they obsess over the chart. They've written the chart so many times that they don't even have time to send any host to post messages, right? You know anybody like that? You know some of those people? So there are those people, and they can tell you all of these things. They can tell you all of these things, and you know what they're going to tell you? That those are the things they should be doing. It's a should for them. they should be building their network. They should be showing up consistently. They should be doing personal development. They should be communicating with their upline. They should be going to continue their own education and finding resources, even when their upline doesn't provide it. They should be showing up in their stories. They should be figuring out reels. They're going to tell you all of the things because they know them. And some of you guys today, you are going to should yourself, pun intended, you're going to should yourself into a place that you don't want to be. And you have to flip the switch. It's actually chapter 1 of the book that the company is really focusing on right now. It's called Win the Day by Mark Batterson. There it is right there. Alicia has it. Cami talked about it on our focus group call today. But the very first chapter of that book, there's also a sermon series that accompanies it that's amazing, you guys. But the very first one, it's called Flip the Script. And so it has to start with you flipping the script, and you have to stop talking about everything that you should be doing, and it has to turn into a must. Because just like you have figured out other priorities in your life, like let's say when you had kids and maybe one of them was sick, but you didn't have a way to call into work, you figured it out, didn't you? Somebody, either your neighbor or your mama or the kid came with you, or there have been times that you didn't have enough money in the bank account to go buy groceries yet, but you had to figure out a way to get dinner on the table. You had to figure it out, and you did. You have been given the gift to figure it out. You're just taking the easy out. You're taking the should route, and that won't get you anywhere. So you have to flip the script for yourself. Even with 15 days left in this month, you guys, there's plenty of time to go Ruby. I don't want to overtake my time, but I feel like this is really important too. As important as that roadmap is and identifying volume, I want you guys to know when I got started, I was 100% ignorance on fire. Some of it by choice, some of it by accident. I knew that there were systems out there. I knew that there were charts, but they were really in the kind of a foreign language to me. But instead of me standing in a place of limbo and using that as an excuse of saying like, I don't understand my chart, I don't have anyone explaining it to me, I don't have anyone teaching me how to project volume. Instead, I solely relied on what I did know, and that was enroll loyal customers, enroll distributors, enroll loyal customers, enroll distributors. I didn't know exactly how many I needed, but I knew that I just needed to do as many as I possibly could, because there was no way that that was going to leave me worse off than where I began. So even in moments when I didn't have that crystal clear vision, my goal, as opposed to this like solidified number, which I would say, like I'm with Lauren Murphy now, if you don't know the number, you're not going to hit it. But by the grace of God, I just knew my goal is as many as I can. It's as much as I can. And it was a must for me. It was a must to change my family's life. And it was a must for me to figure out a way with this business. I'd seen other people do it, and I knew they didn't have anything that I didn't have, just like we don't have anything that you guys don't have. So flip the script, make it a must, and we'll be celebrating your promotion too.
I love it. Love it. Love it. I told you guys it was going to be fire. We're not done yet. Chrissy is back. She had to go potty, and I guess she didn't want to take us all with her. So she is now back and ready to share. Chrissy, you're up.
I'm back, guys. No worries. Okay. So I want you guys to be like 100% brutally honest with me right now. How many of you are so pumped up? You're excited. You're ready to go Ruby. You're ready to go Emerald. And can you guys hear me okay? Yeah. Okay. You are excited. You're ready to go Ruby. You're ready to go Emerald. And you're like, okay, but I have 13 days left of the month, and I haven't been spending the first 15 days of the month doing all these things that all these people are saying that I need to be doing. So I'm going to go ahead and count myself out this month for my promotion. So if this is like a little bit a part of what's going on at the fight within your head, drop like a 1 in the comments right now. Okay, you guys, 15 days have gone by. So what? You still have 13 days left of this month. And there's so much that can happen within 13 days. Forget about the past 15. Let's focus on the forward 13 and make the things happen. Do the host posts, do the stories, do all of that to make it happen. Because what if you fall just a little bit short, and because you didn't stop working these next 13 days, you were that much closer to hitting your promotion in March. So what if it's out of your timeline that you maybe aren't going to be able to earn a bonus? You guys, it's a $5,000 bonus. I have earned 135, income disclosure statement. I've earned $135,000 in bonuses. I missed my very first $10,000 bonus because it went away. I went diamond and then it came back. What if I would have quit because I was so mad at myself because I didn't earn that $10,000 bonus that I wouldn't have been able to earn any of those other future bonuses. So that $5,000 bonus that is attached to the Emerald, that is amazing. But you guys, that is nothing at all in comparison to what you're going to be able to earn along the way here. Long-term mentality, you guys, is what Ashley just said. And that could not be more true. That $5,000 bonus is amazing. These next 13 days can be amazing, you guys, but these next 13 days and that $5,000 bonus is not the end goal here. You guys, Ruby is not the end goal here. Emerald is not the end goal here. So we're going to focus so hard, be so laser focused these next 13 days, but we're not going to stop at those 13 days because we didn't hit our goal. Okay. That's like, do you ever see that quote that like you had one slash tire, so you decided to go ahead and just slash off 4 tires while you were at it? Like, that doesn't make sense. You just fix a tire and you just keep on going. So we're going to work these next 13 days. We're not going to stop because we didn't reach Ruby or Emerald or whatever goal at the end of February. We're going to pick ourselves up and we're going to continue this momentum into March, into April, into May. And you guys, it's going to continue all year long because we are not just only focused on this 5,000 and the Ruby and the Emerald. We're focused on the long term, the diamond, the double, the triple, the presidential, the ambassador, all of that. But it starts with these next 13. Okay. So these next 13, I want you guys to promise yourself, you're going to do the host post, you're going to do the stories, you're going to do the posting, you're going to blow up your sponsor's inbox, because you know that the closer you are to your sponsor, the closer you are to the team, the closer you are going to be able to feel connected here. And you guys have to have that within this business. So keep going, keep pushing. I am just so excited for all of our like promotions that are coming at the end of this month, but not just this month. We have March, we have April, we have every single month throughout the end of 2021. And it's just going to be an incredible year, you guys. So just stay focused, keep those charged. And exactly what Murphy said, and I was going to say this too. If like I'm in Missouri, if I want to go to Florida, I'm not just going to hop in my car and just like, okay, car, take me to Florida. Like, I have to have my GPS and my roadmap to get there. So if you don't have that chart printed out yet, go to your document library, print it out, get the names started on there. If you don't have any names on your Ruby chart yet, that doesn't mean you can't hit Ruby in February. Okay. Print it out, start envisioning those names that you want on that chart. And you guys, it's going to happen, but you've got to have it. Oh, my battery. You got to have it in front of you there. So that's all I got for you guys.
Love it. Okay, I'm going to try to tie this all together and put a nice little bow on the top, because there's already been so much, but I feel like I do have a little bit of value that I wanted to share with you guys. And I actually want to read something from the book that Ravan talked about, Win the Day. I read it today and I was like, oh, I want to share this tonight. So I'm going to read this really quick and then I'm going to offer just a few more tips. So, we feel overwhelmed by yesterday's mistakes and underqualified for tomorrow's opportunities. We feel so overwhelmed, so underqualified that we're tempted to quit before we even start. If that's you, put a 1 in the chat. And that's what many people do. Their lives are over before they even begin. They stop living and they start dying. We're paralyzed by things we cannot change, the past. We're crippled by things we cannot control, the future. What's the solution? The advice is to let go of dead yesterdays and unborn tomorrows. The secret to success is the solution to 1,000 problems. Instead of fixating on things that lie dimly at a distance, concentrate on what lies clearly at hand. Simply put, focus on inputs rather than outcomes. If yesterday is history and tomorrow is a mystery, win the day. When you win today, tomorrow takes care of itself. Do that enough days in a row, and you can accomplish almost anything. You guys, it all comes down to what we can control. And we can only control what we're doing every single day. What I do every single day is right in front of us, but it's right in front of you too. If you're going by the KPIs, you know what you need to be doing every single day. Have you ever heard the quote, there's more than one way to skin a cat? Right? We all work differently. Our brains work differently. Our minds work differently. How I work is different than how Chrissy works. How I work is different than how Ravan works. What works for me might not work for you, but I know that every single day there's a to-do list that I need to make sure I check that off. And it's something that you need to be doing. You need to be doing this self-development. Without a shadow of doubt, you can go to my stories and you can see I'm posting about my coffee every single morning. I'm interacting on social. I'm putting up post to post. I'm doing the messages. I'm doing the follow-ups. I'm doing this is how my brain works, but every single, like Mondays, I make sure I put a post or a story up about coffee. Tuesday, I put it up about cleanse. Wednesday, I put it up about gummies. Thursdays, I put up a hair, skin, and nails. Fridays, I put up, now I'm going to change it to, I had a skincare product or skinny tea. Okay. So every single day, but I'm also doing reels. You guys, if you're not doing TikTok and reels, you're missing out on growing your network. I'm telling you, me doing a daily reel has increased my network and my conversations 120 tenfold, if that even makes sense. My network is growing exponentially because of doing reels every single day. So I'm trying to make sure I get those reels out every single day. I'm also going to switch it up a little bit, but there's also things that you need to stop doing. Okay. You need to stop comparing yourself. Stop looking right. Stop looking left. Stop watching what somebody else is doing and start being you. You need to stop worrying. You need to stop worrying if somebody's going to judge you. You need to stop worrying if somebody's going to have opinions about you. You need to stop worrying what your friends or family might say. They don't pay your bills, and they never will. You're going to pay those bills. Stop worrying about other people's opinions. I did a reel today all about that. And, one of my very favorite quotes is, you could be the ripest, juiciest peach in the entire world, and there's still going to be people who don't like peaches. Be the dang peach anyway. Okay? Stop worrying about that. And also stop doubting yourself. Stop doubting yourself. Start believing that you're here for a reason. Start believing that you are no different than myself. You are no different than any of the leaders that are on here tonight. You are so capable. You just have to start telling yourself. So stop doubting it. Okay? And last and not least, use the tools that we have for you. Use the Boards app. If you do not already have the Boards app, get the Boards app. It takes the guesswork out of starting and having conversations with our potentials. Get the Boards app. Okay. If you aren't on our IG story share page, get on there. You can steal those stories and put them on your Instagram. If you don't already have the pillars exercise, do the pillars so you know what to talk about. You know who to connect with. You know who your audience is and what your niche is. Okay. So I think that was it. I think that's all I wanted to provide. I want to instill the belief into you. I want to instill the confidence into you. And if you need to borrow it from one of us, do so. But I really, really want you to know, and I want you to flip that switch and tell yourself that you are 110% capable of making that $500 check going Ruby. You are capable of making that $1,000 to $2,000 check going Emerald. When that happens, then you get the $5,000 check. Then you get the $6,000. Then you get the $10,000 check. Then you get the $15,000 check. $20,000 check for a month. How about a $30,000 check for a month? You guys, it starts by going Ruby. Don't count yourself out. You got this. Go win the day, win the week, and we will see you guys on next Monday. Have a good night, everybody.